Do you want to know how to master Cleo Cadabra in Matchmasters? If the answer is yes, then this is the video for you. Whether you're a seasoned pro or you're just starting out with legendary and SE boosters, this is the ultimate guide you've been looking for. So coming up, we will be running through how to obtain Cleo Cadabra, best gameplay practices, including what modes and perks will set you on the path to Cleo Cadabra success. Now to celebrate, we do have a 3 Cleo Cadabra giveaway for 3 lucky viewers. Just drop your comment down below and leave a handy like, and don't forget to subscribe. So please show your support and let's do this. So this is Cleo Cadabra. Pretty awesome, right? Cleo is a standalone legendary booster and definitely one of the most powerful in the game. Now, Cleo has a unique set of powers that you won't find with any of the other boosters. So let's take a look at how she works and how you can utilize those ancient powers to win more games. So first up, just like other legendary and SE boosters, Cleo Cadabra can be obtained through various different methods in the game. These can include winning rewards such as league rewards, where there's different booster boxes and boosters at different tiers. There is of course the new seasonal stories feature in Matchmasters, where you get a huge bunch of rewards upon completing each tier of the season. That can include Cleo Cadabras. There is of course prizes for completing pages and entire sticker albums, and even the arcade prize center can yield you some free legendary and SE boosters. I mean, at the moment there is an all aboard SE, a Brocco or a Sweep It, but Cleo rotates in the game just like all of the other boosters. Now, of course, you can obtain Cleo from where the booster is located in the legendary and special editions booster section. So we could buy some with coins, or you can actually buy bundles with real world money as well. It's really up to you. Now, once you have your hand on some tasty Cleos, it's time to jump into the match arena and see what can be done with this awesome booster. So Cleo's main powers come to light in her minions. Now, once you've done a move to give yourself enough blue pieces to activate your booster, here is the activation of Cleo. Some random pieces are sucked off of the board and 2 Cleo Cadabra minions are put down randomly for you to go and utilize. So I'm playing a mode of Party Rumble here, and you can see that you can drag the Cleo Cadabra piece onto another piece and it will duplicate them across the board. Now this could be for standard game pieces, so normally it's going to be blue pieces, or it could be for special move pieces, or it could be for mushrooms. Now you saw there on the initial turn a random selection of pieces are taken and you get 2 Cleo pieces. Now the successive turns it will only drop 1 Cleo piece, so you have to make sure that you choose wisely which color or special piece you choose to duplicate across the board. Now obviously the aim of the game is to get an extra move from it, because an extra move means that you've saved moves, and depending on the mode that you play, that can be essential to your chances of victory. Now in this specific mode that we're playing, there is mushrooms available with multipliers, so obviously putting Cleo Cadabra onto those mushrooms is going to be extremely advantageous. But you can see the extra moves are gathered, and that actually gives you another chance to get more points. And in a mode like Party Rumble, I mean, we'll get more onto modes in a moment in terms of which modes are best for Cleo, but it really does help. So for example, if we drag a Cleo piece onto a standard game piece like this red, then that's going to put more reds across the board. That time it didn't give us an extra move, but then the blues fell and it did give us an extra move, so that filled up our booster right at the end of the go there. But alternatively, in a mode like this where there is a score legend, the Cleo pieces fall down next to the yellows, which are worth 5. We actually moved that onto the yellow bombs, which is not only going to give us a huge points haul, but all of the bombs exploding across the board actually filled up our booster once again, and we can rinse and repeat this technique. So you get the idea. The difference between special pieces and standard pieces really does depend on the mode that you're playing. Now when you use a booster like Cleo and the board is filled with a certain color, this will naturally result in many new matches being made of that chosen color. Now the great advantage of this is that this will open up the space for more of the other colors to fill the board, resulting in a higher potential for additional extra moves and matches. This is because the extra matches made in your chosen color with the Cleo piece will free up other colors to fill the board, resulting in more extra moves and special match potential. Now if your chosen mode requires you to have lots of booster activations fast, then you're going to usually want to put Cleo onto the blue pieces. So let's check out an example. We've activated Cleo. There we go. We drop next to a blue. 2, we can then drag it down, which gives us the extra move and just fills up the board with so much more potential. We put 2 special pieces together, and this can be done again and again. It's definitely a great way to give yourself perpetual boosters. It fills your booster up over and over again. Now, like we touched upon before, you can use it on special pieces. So we did it on the yellow bomb. That created a load more of them and big points, especially if there is a score legend involved. Just remember that sometimes if you're not choosing blue pieces, it may be harder to get another booster activation because you're not going to be filling up your blue meter as quickly, but most of the time, if you're using it on special pieces, the activity across the board will give you more benefits. Now, a special tip can actually be sometimes to leave that Cleo piece on the board. So if you manage to activate your booster and there is a Cleo piece next to a blue piece, sometimes just having a bit of patience, you don't need to pop it immediately, and actually you can get another booster activation, more Cleo pieces on the board, knowing you have the fail safe of the existing Cleo piece. Another great trick is to save up special pieces before utilizing a Cleo Cadabra booster. So what you can actually do is, if there's lots of extra moves across the board, activate those extra moves and have the lightning and the 4 match, the square match, have those special pieces across the board, then activate your Cleo, and that's going to give you a higher chance of a Cleo piece landing next to a special piece when it drops down onto the board, which will once again mean more chance of getting another booster and more points. Now, in terms of modes, Cleo Cadabra is a pretty versatile booster. Obviously, mixing with a multiplier can be extremely advantageous. So for example, Mighty Mushrooms or Multiplier Mushrooms, you can see how it can be in great effects here. If you can use the Cleo piece on a mushroom, not only will it give you a big multiplier, but there's a high chance you'll get extra moves from it as well, which can take you towards getting another booster. And sometimes Cleo can be so advantageous for this, because in a multiplier match, you want to get that multiplier as early as possible to really realize the potential from that multiplier throughout the match and the different rounds. Now, Cleo is also super fun in the new knockout mode. So this is the latest mode in Match Masters, and in knockout, you basically need to hit punches onto your opponent via different moves. So you only get one move and a small allotted amount of time. So Cleo can be pretty handy to have repeated moves and to enable you to get more boosters in a short succession. So you can see here, we put it on the blue pieces, we get the extra move, another booster is activated because you don't need as many blue pieces as well. And you can actually squeeze in at least 2 or 3 Cleo activations in a single move. Obviously, you need to get the extra moves because you only have one move, but it can work pretty handily and will at least give you a full booster for the next turn once activated. Now, Rumble Party is also a great fit, and I don't think I've actually lost a single match when using Cleo in Rumble Party, because in Rumble Party, the top half of players actually win, and if you can utilize booster stakes as well, you have a great chance with Cleo in Rumble Party. Most of the Rumble Party modes, just like standard Rumble, mean that you're playing against other people and you need to maintain a high score throughout, and this is normally done by having lots of moves and never running out of moves. Now, you can see my example on the screen. I mean, Cleo is so good at never running out of moves. We finished a round there, we still had 4 moves, so it's so good at giving you that confidence where you're never going to run out of a move. Now, obviously, the solo modes like Perfect Heist and Cosmic Rush also work really well with Cleo. So with Perfect Heist, like I said, repeated moves means that you're going to be able to continue for longer, basically, and keep on taking points out of the board. So by using these blue pieces, we get ourselves more extra moves just like that, which gives us full booster activations, and we can maintain our moves for a lot longer. Now, if you pair this with a Score Legend or Multiplier Mushrooms, then you are absolutely laughing. It's going to be right up your street. Now, in terms of perks, I like to actually pair it with the Cleo perk. So the Cleo perk is one of my favorite perks, and it's basically a mini Cleo piece where it comes onto the board and you can slide it into any color or piece to multiply that across the game board. Now, if you watch my videos, you'll know that I often use the Star Maker and the Cleo perk because they're great options to keep yourself going if you run into a bit of a blockage in a match. I wouldn't say Create Lightning or the Bomb are perfect for this, or even Checkerboard actually, but maybe Mini Mastermind giving you those extra matches, or even the Teleport perk to make up those specific matches to allow yourself to slide the Cleo pieces onto the right game pieces can be a winner. Okay, so there you go. That is everything to do with Cleo Cadabra. If you have any questions about how this booster works, let me know down below in the comment section. And of course, we have an exclusive giveaway. If you'd like to get your hands on 3 free Cleo Cadabra boosters, make sure you hit the like button if you found this Cleo guide helpful. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss any of my content and giveaways. I do hope you enjoyed this Cleo Cadabra guide, and I'll catch you soon for more content.